Let us discuss another curve. W is equal to e to the power z. Okay. So here also once again we'll substitute z is equal to x plus iy. So if I do so, w will be e to the power x plus iy, or it will be e to the power x into e to the power iy, and you know very well how to write e to the power iy, cos y plus I sin y, right? And you get e to the power x cos y plus I into e to the power x sin y, so that you get u as e to the power x cos y, and the imaginary part v is equal to e to the power x sin y. Okay, so with these two things, if we take u square plus v square, I'll just take u square plus v square, so it will be e to the power 2x cos square y plus e to the power 2x sin square y. I'm just taking the square and adding both. So if I do that, you will get u square plus v square is equal to e to the power 2x cos square plus sin square y, right? So cos square y plus sin square y is 1. So u square plus v square will be e to the power 2x. So this is one of the things that you need to remember. Similarly, if I take, I want to find out the value for y, so you can easily separate your x from here. Okay, if you take log on both the sides, you will get 1 by 2 log of u square plus v square. Okay, so you get x value from here. Now similarly, I just want to work for y. If we get y is equal to, yes, I'll divide that. Okay, so call what is v by u. V by u will be e to power x sin y divided by e to power x cos y. Okay, e to power x will get cancelled, tan y you will get. Okay, so tan y is equal to v by u, or y is equal to tan inverse of v by u. So these are the few things that you need to take care of. Okay, so now let us discuss a few of the important problems in this curve, okay, in this transformation. Now let's continue with the problems on the transformation w is equal to e to power z. Here is one problem for you. Show that under the transformation w is equal to e to power z, the lines parallel to the coordinate axis of the z plane are mapped onto the orthogonal trajectories of the w plane. So what we have to do here, we will be given with the lines parallel to the coordinate axis, that is the x-axis and the y-axis. We are going to consider two lines parallel to, one line parallel to x-axis, one line parallel to y-axis. Okay, and we have to find the image of those lines under this transformation. Okay, and we have to prove that they are mapped onto the orthogonal trajectories of the w plane. So let's begin the solution. We have already done half part of it in my previous part, half part of the solution, because we know that the transformation w is equal to e to power z we have. If we put z is equal to x plus iy, we got the relation between u and v like this, u square plus v square as e to power 2x, and we had also got tan of y is equal to v by u, right? So now we have to consider a line, parallel to x-axis. What is a line parallel to x-axis? Yes, or first we'll consider a line parallel to y-axis, because yeah, what will be a line parallel to y-axis? If I consider a plane, any line parallel to y-axis, it will be like this. If this is a point, say C1, okay, so this coordinate will be C1 comma 0. So the line parallel to this will be x is equal to C1. So it will be x is equal to C1. So we will substitute x, yes, it's a constant. So you will have u square plus v square is equal to e to power 2x. That will be e to the power 2 into C1, because x is C1. So C1 is constant, e to power 2 C1 will also be a constant. So I can equate, say it is r square, I will say. Okay, so therefore this u square plus v square is equal to r square. This represents a circle with center, origin, and radius r. Yes or no? Look at this. So we just substituted x is equal to c1. We got this equation something like this, and this is nothing but the circle, is it not? Yes. So now let us consider another straight line which we had to discuss. Consider the straight line y is equal to C2, I will say, because C1 I have already used. This is parallel to what? X-axis. Yes or no? Parallel to x-axis in the z plane. Okay, so x is equal to y is equal to C1. That will give you what? You have got tan of C1 is equal to V by U. Okay, tan of C1 is equal to V by U. Tan C1 is constant. Sorry, C2 I will get. Okay, tan C2 is equal to V by U. C2 is constant. Yes or no? It is constant, like how C1 was constant. So tan of C2 will also be a constant. So I can relate it as, say, M. So I can call tan of C2 is equal to MC, because it is constant. So if it is constant, then what will be V is equal to? V by U is equal to M you are getting, or V is equal to M into U. Right? So this line y is equal to C2 is mapped to another straight line in the W plane. This is also a straight line. And how is this straight line? Straight line passing through origin? Yes or no? Is it not passing through the origin? Because yes, passing through the origin and slope M. Right? Slope M. Therefore, let us draw and consider how this will be. See, say this is the XZ plane for us. Okay, and say this is the W plane for us. Okay, so x is equal to C1. If C1 is here, I'll mark this as C1. So x is equal to C1 will be a line parallel to y-axis. Similarly, y is equal to C2 will be a line parallel to x-axis. Okay, so these are the two lines in the Z plane. Let's see their images in the W plane. Okay, so for x is equal to C1, we got a circle with center as the origin and radius r units. So I'll draw a circle now. So this is the image of the line x is equal to C1 under the given transformation. Okay, center is the origin and radius. This is r. Okay, similarly, let us draw the image of the line. 1 minute. This is my u square plus v square is equal to r square. I can call this as r. Okay, now I have to draw my line v is equal to m into u. So if I say it will be a line like this passing through the origin, v is equal to m into u. Okay, so that line y is equal to C2 is transformed to a straight line passing through the origin in the W plane. Yes or no? Now let us consider how the two images are intersecting. Now if I just draw, now the two images are intersecting at this point. Now if at this point I draw a tangent to this circle, what do you see? Yes, the two are intersecting at right angles. Yes or no? Yes, the two are intersecting at right angles. So I can say that the two are orthogonal trajectories. So the images of the line parallel to the coordinate axis in the Z plane are orthogonal trajectories. Hence we have proved it. Just see that if you draw a tangent here, or you can prove it also with you can find the derivative of this, okay, with respect to u. So it will be 2u and call the slope as m1. Okay, so m1. So you have 2u. I'm considering the circle first. Derivative of this circle with respect to u. So 2u plus 2v into dv by du is equal to 0, or dv by du, like dy by dx, it will be dv by du. It will be minus 2u divided by 2v, or minus u by v you are having. Okay, right? Similarly, what is v is equal, or m is equal to? M is the slope of this. We have got m is equal to slope as v by u here. Okay, so this is, I will say it to be m1. Let the slope of the line denoted by m2. So what is m1 into m2? You see that it is minus 1. Are they not intersecting orthogonally? The two families are intersecting orthogonally, and hence, or the two curves are intersecting orthogonally. We can say that the two are representing the orthogonal trajectories. This way also you can prove it, or you can just draw a line and see that they are intersecting at 90 degrees, or it's better if you prove it like this. Okay, hence we have just solved this problem. It's very easy to do that. Okay, let's continue with one more problem on the same curve or the same transformation.